Hi, this is Neil Kelly, Orange County's Registrar of Voters, and if you're watching this video, you're likely one of our dedicated poll workers who's looked in your training manual, saw that YouTube notation, and then went to the page number for this video. And in this case, we're going to talk about page 41 in your manual, or the seals that are on all of our equipment. So let's talk about the seals for a second. There's two types of seals that you're going to see in your poll site. The first is a blue seal, and the blue seal is a removable seal. So for example, here on the back of an e-slate that you've just set up, this seal you're going to want to remove, and we'll do that right now. And that exposes the cable slot where you're going to plug in the chain of JBCs. So for example, if you look at this one here, this JBC has been plugged in and that seal's been removed, obviously. When you remove the blue seals, you're going to want to place them on the back of your chain of custody documents like you've been shown in training. And then you're going to document that you've looked at those seals and initialed that information on the chain of custody documents. So let's move over here. And we're going to talk about red seals. Now think of it again this way. Blue seals you can touch and you're going to want to remove. Red seals you never touch. So for example here, we have a VVPAT printer with the e-slate booth open, and you have a blue seal here that indicates that this VVPAT printer was placed in here and we've scanned that seal. Once you've verified that seal, you're going to want to remove it just like we talked about and place it on the back of the chain of custody document. But this also has a red seal on it. You never touch that red seal, you never remove it. That's very important. Over here on the JBC itself, you'll notice that the MBB door on the JBC has a red seal, and it also has another red seal tab. None of these items you ever touch. We break the seal when it comes back into our department here, and we remove this card at the end of the night. So we'll take off that red seal. One last note for you, on the back of the JBC you're going to see another blue seal. This is where you're going to plug in that chain of the e-slates that we talked about. So again, you're going to want to remove this blue seal off the back of that. Goes on the back of the chain of custody documents, and make sure you document them. Hopefully all this is helping you, and we hope that you'll tune into other videos and those page numbers corresponding. Thanks again for volunteering.